Welcome back, everyone, to Open Line. A lot of calls. We're talking about should Tennessee reopen for business. We have with us Representative Bruce Griffey. He's a Republican from Paris. He just wrote a letter to the governor. He wrote it over the weekend, urging the governor to open up the government, open everything up quickly. And the governor has ended his safer at home order. It will expire on April 30th, meaning May 1st, 1 week from Friday. Businesses in most counties can open. We're getting a lot of calls here, a lot of emotional calls, and we'll just keep going through the calls here. Let's go to Marcus. Hello, Marcus.
Yeah, good evening. I'm sorry this representative has taken up a lot of time with rhetoric. Basically, the only person who's manipulating the status and data is Trump. This Republican administration has been lying from 1 minute to the next minute. Right now, you quoted 34,000 deaths. It's been over 40,000 deaths. New York is still averaging over 150 deaths a day within a 24-hour period. Now, you sit there smiling in your nice, very nice, affluent home, which I'm sure you're doing well, and like Governor Lee, who owns the Lee Company, a company that I see as a conflict of interest, which I'm sure he's probably put in a blind trust, maybe not, but I'm sure he's worried about that business of his that's been given to him by his daddy. So he's worried about that and all his other rich friends. The Republicans don't care about lives. They care about their bottom dollar and their personal financial portfolio. And I agree with the caller before, Reverend Fudd. You guys don't care about it. And you will see an uptick in people getting coronavirus. I live in the 37204 area in 12 South. And now our area is now going up within a week probability of coronavirus, contamination. So I just think our governor versus the Kentucky governor is doing a way better job than this Lee Company Republican governor we have that kisses up to Donald Trump. You guys have a good night.
All right. So that's Marcus.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Ben, let me ask, does Marcus consider himself a Democrat? Marcus, do you consider yourself a Democrat?
He's gone, so we can't ask.
Okay, all right. Well, look, if anybody knows me and knows my legislation, what I do for, I'm about the little guy. I'm not about the rich people. I think the rich and the powerful in the GOP party is what's hurting the GOP party, to be honest with you. We need to be thinking about what's best for all Americans, particularly those at the bottom of the scale. And that's why this whole argument about people want to open up immigration, bring more people into the United States, and forgive folks that are here illegally. I'm sorry, I was elected to represent Americans, people that are here legally. And look, I'm not against those people. If they want to do it legally, that's a process we need to do. But when you bring in vast numbers of folks from outside the country that are willing to take jobs at low pay things, you hurt the wage push for people at the bottom of the scale. So look, I'm sorry, but this whole coronavirus is not a political issue, and it's not rich versus poor or anything like that. We are seeing an adverse impact on our black communities and other folks. It's because of the higher rate of comorbidity things and the lack of proper health care. I'd love to address those issues. We can be smart about that. But just to simply lay it, the Republicans only care about the rich. They don't care about the people that get virus. That's BS, in my opinion.
Let's take another call here. Let's go to Karen. Hello, Karen.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Okay. I just kind of want to bring it back to like a human level type deal. And I really just have 3 questions, I guess. The first one would be, it sounds like you're saying just let it happen. If people are going to get this virus and die, let that happen and let it run its course and let the economy go on. Is that what you're saying? The second question is, say Harris County, you guys open back up, but Nashville doesn't, and Nashvillians, or maybe an asymptomatic Nashvillian travels there and starts some type of infection there where it flares up there for you. And my last question would be, if you had to sacrifice yourself, your father, your mother, your wife, in order to get the economy back open again, would you do that? Thank you.
All right. All right, what do you think of those questions there?
Okay, number one, Karen, I appreciate your call and so forth. I'm not saying just let it happen. What I'm saying is that a number of folks that have been studying this virus are indicating, this is the scientists, these are the folks out in California, UCA, Stanford, folks at epidemiologists over in Israel, in New York, and throughout the country. There's a number of them that are saying, regardless of what we do, we may not be able to prevent this virus. And this virus may already be in a much larger number of our population than anyone really realizes, because we haven't had full testing yet of the entire population base. We don't know how many people actually have it yet. But if that is the case, then the virus is much less lethal than what we originally estimated. And the estimations from the modeling was we're going to have perhaps 1 million deaths or more. That's not happening. So I'm not saying I'm not advocating or saying it is just going to happen and just let it happen. What I'm saying is I don't know that we need to shut down the entire economy throughout the state of Tennessee if we're having very few or 1 or 2 cases that require hospitalization in Stewart County and Dover, in Henry County, Paris, or in Benton County, Camden, Tennessee. If we have 1 case in each of those counties, is it smart to completely shut down the entire county? And my assessment is no, we don't need to do that. We can open up business and at the same time be safe and practical and use good hygiene, social distancing practices to limit additional spread of the virus. And if we have a flare-up, we can get aggressive and treat that. So that's my position.
All right, so we have to take a break, and then you can answer the other part when we come back. So we'll take a quick break, be back right after this.
Thanks, Ben.